I'm going to take the carburetor off this Kohler powered Toro Recycler that I recently got. Cleaned up really nice, as you can see. It's in really nice condition. Can't get this to run or stay running after spraying carburetor cleaner in here, so something's plugged up in that carburetor. I've already pinched off the gas line. And this little bolt here on the bowl, I've drained all the gas out in that bowl, and gas is running through here. So let's first start by taking the air filter cover off. And now we'll take off these two 10mm nuts here, and that will get the air cover housing off. And there are also two screws, part of this auto choke. There's one under here, and this needs to come off, so this carburetor will slide off these studs now. And then you just need to remove the linkage from this auto choke, and this carburetor will slide off. And we need to remove the linkage over here as well. This is the throttle linkage. You can just pull that straight out, and then there's a spring. We're going to get that off, and this carburetor will be ready to pull off. Got the throttle linkage off and this tension spring, and now we just need to disconnect this gas line. And we had just a little bit of gas coming out, and this carburetor should come completely off now. And there we have the Kohler carburetor. It's actually pretty clean on the outside. It's got the model number here. A little dirt there. So let's clean this up a little bit and take this bowl off and see what's plugging this carburetor up. And this carburetor is very clean off this Kohler engine. Clean the outside. Let's first take off the bowl nut here. It's way too easy. And I got a clean water jug here. Looks pretty good, the bolt. And wow, that is very clean inside. My goodness. So something's plugged up in here somewhere. Well, that is a really clean bowl. So let's get the float and needle out of here. And that's the pin. Just putting everything in this jug here. And that is the needle and the float. All this looks very clean so far. And now we're going to take this nozzle out. I've already got it loose. Sometimes these are really tight. So we're kind of suspicion we may have some trash. And I can't see anything through this little hole here. So let's clean this off first. And more than likely that is a problem. I ran a needle through here and also put some carburetor cleaner, and now you can see the hole through here. Looked like just some dried gas. And here's the nozzle in here, so we're going to check this and clean this as well. This nozzle, you just take a small wire and just run this through all these holes. And then we'll spray this out with carburetor cleaner. So I think we found everything wrong with this carburetor, and we're going to reassemble it. I've cleaned everything. So we've cleaned this nozzle. And not sure you can see, but this is the problem here. This jet couldn't see through this hole. More than likely dried gas. So we're going to reassemble this and get the float back in. Very clean, very easy carburetor to work on. Now let's get the float back in. And now we'll put the pin back in. The float, needle, and pin are back in. And now we'll put the carburetor bowl back on, and having the drain going in the right direction as well. And here's our finished carburetor. Looks like a very easy repair on this, ready to be put back on this Kohler engine. And we're just going to do a reverse of this installation, get everything lined back up and get this linkage back on. Throttle linkage back on. Now we'll put back this bracket here for the auto choke and get that linkage connected as well. And the carburetor's back on the Kohler. I've reinstalled the fuel line and took the vice grips off the line blocking the gas, and no leaks. So let's go ahead and put this air cover back on. Carburetor back on, we got the air filter back on, and I had drained all the old gas out of this tank while we're cleaning this carburetor as well. Let's go give this Troy build a start. And here we go. This will be the first start of this Kohler powered Toro Recycler after cleaning this carburetor. Bright afternoon sunshine. Let's see if it'll start up. Here we go. There we go. Yes. Very easy fix. Sounds great. Self-propel works. Oh yes. The Kohler powered Toro Recycler back to life. Runs great. Very nice lawnmower.